Hello everyone, welcome back to more Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Once again we're going through the main story because I have to in order to freaking... Excuse me. Sorry. we have to in order to go, do the side stuff. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this initially because I didn't see much point when I already knew all of this stuff. I am having fun, seeing all of the hints. I haven't pointed them out just because if somebody's watching this for the first time, I don't want to spoil them and, what's coming. But let's do exactly what we did last time by starting from the bottom and working our way back up. So, hi again, Serene. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're really applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. I mean, I am trying, though. You never know. I am working on, I've been working for the last, 10 years on what I consider to be my big story, My Lord of the Rings, my Harry Potter, my whatever, big multi-book series kind of thing. And I was writing chapter 14 of it just a couple days ago. So hopefully I'll finish the first book soon. Because the first book I want to be about 16 chapters. So hopefully, since I'm on chapter 14, hopefully I will get to finish that soon. My head is really jittery today for some reason. My webcam is not picking up on me properly for some reason. I don't know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, that's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it, but also, I did pick 19 out of 20 words for Sayori, so that makes sense. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... Haha, I'm just teasing. It takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway... Want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Oh boy. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha, I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short Makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Haha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Never know when you might change your mind. What? Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Haha! That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, like I said, I do know, unfortunately, but it's just like, if you haven't played the game up until then, you start being like, what? So, I love it. Let's see what you've written for, let's see what you've written for today. What I've written for? Whatever. Well done, Serene. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Sayori. Coming from you, that means a lot. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain, like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the skittering of a raccoon outside my window. Scuttering? That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phases and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. That raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Would you have anything like that, Serene? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. even if it's different sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. I do wonder, if Dan Silvato had the ability to add voice acting to the game, who would he pick? I mean, obviously, well, not obviously. I know that Monica has, her song later. So that would probably just be the voice actress for Monica. But I do wonder about, Sayori and Natsuki and Yuri and, who he would pick, as, their actual voices. So, just because, I would like to see, because when you're making a character, you always have this, idea in your head about, who they are and how they sound. For me, my OC Kira, and I don't know if I would ever be able to get her to do the voice, but the OC that I have, who is named Kira, the headcanon I have for her is that it is, and I know I'm going to totally butcher this name, just because I'm not entirely sure how to say it, but it would be Rebecca Schoit. If anybody knows, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, she's the voice of Sunset Shimmer, and she is the person that I headcanon as being the voice for Kira. I'm trying to figure out where, I was kind of trying to go a little slow there because I wanted to bring up her picture, but I am having the worst time finding her freaking picture. Well, no, yes, this is her. This is not even her current look. I don't know where her current look is. This is probably gonna blow out. Yep. Saw that coming a mile away. This is probably gonna blow out the freaking image, but this is the, earliest art I have of her. But she is who, I just headcanon, Rebecca as her. I'm not sure who I would pick from my other OCs, especially not Ligaya here, Kira's wife. Kira had, like I said, I picture Rebecca for Kira. Ligaya here has kind of a soft voice, is what I had canon. But she's always she's got that ready to pounce kind of voice, I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyway, I've spent long enough on that. Let's keep going. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Haha, good to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, come come to think of it, it kind of reminded me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a deadweight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. But whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang this chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. Tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. Well, it's better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, this message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks, but that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think even less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things? Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. She feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. The way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Serene, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much you like something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Whoa. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. Wait, did I goof that up? No, okay, all of those were me. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Serene, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. Being inattentive of her surrounding, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. Bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. Grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? Frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
I don't know that.
Stop. I was hoping that if I covered my mouth and spoke quietly, that it wouldn't trigger that, but nope, of course it would. Freaking, I hate that thing so much. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful? Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times? Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Definitely not, raising any flags. Nope. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Huh? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But, still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying real hard to get new members. Least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. Guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glanced around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. He'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Haha, of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. 4 of us applaud. I don't know why I didn't know that word. I literally was just like, what is this word? For half a second. I wonder, have I ever actually seen it spelled out other than where I've sat here and watched people play this? Monica takes a deep breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. Ugh, I could not get that line out. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rusts back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, guess I'm up next. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine yourself reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, just like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Serene liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Eh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Hehehe. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. I don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Serene. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Serene lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I can definitely understand that. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style that works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. Not so surprised, Natsuki. Blah. My Sayori voice is slowly disappearing. That's what I get for, this is 2.5 hours now? So that's what I get for 2.5 hours of recording, constantly going between these voices. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. This doesn't have to be your own. I'm already... My mouth is getting dry too. So, I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all of this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. Now the festival's coming up. Let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Yeah, my Sayori voice is like gone. Oops. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Serene. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with the words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you? Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would still walk home with you, Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. Wouldn't just ruin that for you. And you're so silly, Serene. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Right? Alright. Time for another poem. Let's see if we can... I really do want to get... I know this is the last chance to get the, perfect Sayori poem. So I, really want to try. So I might take a couple of chances at this again. Embrace. If I can just remember some of the ones from before. Bubbles. Bubbles was Natsuki. Let's see. Okay, so now we're at different together. Do you remember that one? Ooh, I don't think we've seen any of these. Frightening? Nope, that's a Yuri. Try that again. Together, we know that one. Despise. Nope, that's a Yuri. Really trying here. Friends. Joy. Promise. I know that one. Flower. I was actually surprised by that one last time, but it is her. So... Summer. No, that's a freaking Natsuki word. Of course it is. Depression. Apparently. Let's see. I did a voice the last time. Oh yeah, because I had gotten wonderful just before that, and that was depression. I remember that now. That's what that joke was. Family? Beauty. Clumsy. Sunny. Rose. Pout. Darn it, Natsuki. Sparkle, which I was also surprised about. Family and friends, both of those would have worked. Alone. Flying. Bubbles. Nope, that one was Natsuki. Darn it! I'm gonna get this. I am going to get this time. Yes? No, I figured. At least it was just the first one, right? So it was fine. Loud. Sing. Scars? Interesting. Sunset. Unalive is not. Unalive is Yuri. Embrace. Together. Silly. Yeah. There we go. Cry. Yeah. Alright, we've got 8. Calm. Fear. Joy. Smile. Wonderful. Feel like we're getting... I do wish that you could save here, but I understand why you can't. Crap. I think Bubbles was Natsuki, right? So... Ocean. Ha! Nice. I really thought that was gonna end it right there. Spinning. No! Hopeless. Scars. Joy. Death? Interesting! Defeat. Anxiety. Nope, that one's a Yuri. Okay. Loud. Lazy. Sparkle. Sadness. Tragedy. Pain. Romance? Calm. I know calm. No calm works. Man, there's so many words. It like every time I think like, oh, I must have seen them all by now. I see new ones, Sunny. Scars. Depression. Clumsy. Sunset. Hopeless. Come on, we can do this. Together. Yes. Yes. Beauty. Yes. I'm getting too freaking excited here. Bouncy. No! There it is. There's the one that destroys me. Of course. Dance? Okay. Joy. I knew that I was getting there. I'm going, I am at that point. Loud. Scars. Ribbon. No, really? I guess. I really would have assumed ribbon for freaking Sayori, but alright. That just makes sense to me, unfortunately. Together. Wonderful! No depression afterwards, sadly. Oh, frick. Anxiety was Yuri. Sunny. Peaceful. Good to know. Laugh. Beauty. Death, apparently, as we figured out earlier. Sheer. Tragedy? Yes, okay. I think tragedy was one of them. Anger. What? That surprises me. Fluffy. Yeah, as soon as I picked it, I was like, wait, that's Natsuki. That's a freaking Natsuki word. Family. We know that one. Man, like, there's so, like, I keep being surprised by, like, how I don't know them all yet. Sunset, Lazy, Scars, Friends, Sadness, Happiness, Frightening. No, Frightening is freaking Yuri. I'm gonna get this. Sunny. Depression. Freaking Bliss? There we go. Flower. Tears. Defeat. Love? Clumsy. Friends. Fun. Hopeless. I know. Joy. Happiness. I was pretty sure that was right. Peaceful. Amazing? Oh my gosh. I really did not think that was going to be one, but sure. Was it Sparkle that was... I know Calm. Calm is for sure. Summer. No, Summer's her... Frick. Should have gone with the other one. I was thinking of Tragedy. We're going to get it this time. I guarantee. Tears... Flower. Like, I've got to know by now. This is getting ridiculous, just how many words there are that are just not freaking Sayori. I'm really surprised. Loud. I think cheer also, but loud for sure. Depression. That's what I have. This is supposed to be Professor Oak. I don't know how it turned into Yoda. Death. Calm. Fun. I saw Yuri do the jump there, and I was like, I freaked out. I was like, no! But I did see Sayori do the actual cheer jump. But I saw Yuri just do the little, like, pop thing. Like, right in the same moment. I was like, no! No! Cry. Lazy. It's not ribbon, but is wonderful. Together. Sunset. Happiness. It is not summer. I know that much. I wish I could save it right here, because I'm 2 away. How do I not know one of these? Embrace? I just have to get this one right. Come on, I can do this. I can do this. It is... None of these are words that I know, either. That's the annoying part. Silly? Oh, crap. I still have one more. Anything I know. Dream. No! That was freaking Yuri. I was 1 away. I was 1 away. Adventure? Ah, cool. Play? Okay. Playground. No, that's Natsuki. Interesting. Okay. Nature. Okay. I do now know nature. Flower. Amazing. Wonderful. Clumsy. Together. Defeat. Joy. Loud. Friends. This is what you gotta do if you want it all. Family. Tragedy. Flee. No, that's Yuri. Were any of those Sayori words? I feel like they've gotta... I feel like, there's gotta be at least one for every character each time. I just don't know it sometimes. No, that was the one I freaking screwed up on last time. Sadness. Sparkle. So it is Sparkle, okay. Fester? I didn't think so. I say I didn't think so, and yet that was the one I picked. Pain! Calm. It is not flee. Silly. Depression. I mean, Sparkle too, so we'll just do either. Hurt. Loud. Sunny. Sadness. Laugh. Play. Lazy. Together. Clumsy. Sunset. Some of these I immediately know, which is nice. Happiness. Cheer. Joy. Wonderful. And... love? Hey! Write a perfect poem for Sayori. Oh my gosh, that was so freaking hard, dude. Oh my gosh. That made my brain freaking just be like, okay. Like, I was so focused on that. It was ridiculous. Alright, well, we're at an hour. I was trying to make these 45 to 50 minute episodes, and we've now gone to an hour for 2 of them. So, instead of going to where we give out poems, I'm going to break it here. I mean, we're reaching the end of this part anyway. The first half of the game anyway. There'll probably be 2 episodes from now. But that said, I do hope that you've enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe. You can check the playlist for any episodes you missed. I got it right that time. I don't know what that was. Sorry about that. Excuse me. It was like I like hiccuped, but then didn't. And then, you know, whatever. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, playlist. So you can catch up on episodes. Check the video description for a link to Discord and Patreon. My brain was like, what is this line? How long have I been doing this now? And I can't even remember my own outro ever. Like, what the frick, dude? Like, seriously. But yeah. I guess, yeah. Patreon and Discord. Come on out, hang out with us, chat, all that. And, like I said, maybe get some... I don't know when this episode is airing. I don't know, compare that to when I'm going to start posting this stuff. So I think by now I should be started posting some previews for the game that I'm making that you have to go to Patreon to see first. So there's that. And with that, I will see you all next time. See you later.